Let's begin with the one that Mase has already written a piece on. Patriots inside linebackers coach Jerod Mayo.
Well,
Go.
As a coach, he has the thinnest resume. He's only been an assistant coach for 3 years. He hasn't been a coordinator. But this is a guy who's kind of on the rise. And when you hear George Paton talk about leadership and how important that is, and even Joe Ellis talking about kind of a leader for the organization, inspirational figure, this is Jerod Mayo to a T. He's been a leader almost since the day he walked into the Patriots building as a player back in 2008, became a team captain in just his second season, team captain the rest of his career, even was a leader on the business side, was advancing in a healthcare for a healthcare firm, had made vice president, and then when Bill Belichick asked him to come back and coach, he took that job kind of to pursue a dream, see where he went. But he's been a leader every step of the way. Yes, the resume is thin, and he may need some more seasoning, but if you're talking about an organizational leader, not even just a team leader, that's the attractiveness of Jerod Mayo. The question is, are you interviewing him for the head coach? Or are you thinking maybe you bring him in as a coordinator because he's never called plays before, and Steve Belichick has play calling responsibilities in New England?
I really like Jerod Mayo, but something you can't disagree with is he's the ultimate Patriot. Was a first-round pick by the Patriots, played with the Patriots his entire career, stepped away from football, like you said, Mase, when he came back, only with the Patriots. He's been in one organization his whole life, and that's the Patriot way. And for the most part, when you look at the Patriot way outside of New England, it's rough. Yeah. It's not very good. Now,
it hasn't worked as the Browns way or the Broncos way.
Right.
Or even, some would argue, the Dolphins way, even though I thought that did work.
Now, Steelers' way is translated.
The Titans' way is the New England Patriots way in Tennessee is starting to work out. So that what I'm saying is that's something you cannot separate from him, and it is something that scares a lot of people. But if you're just going to say, I'm never taking a New England Patriots assistant coach, you're going to miss out on some good ones because there is a few. I think Brian Flores is good. Obviously, Mike Vrabel, in my opinion, is the coach of the year, but that's something that is very ingrained in him. He is the ultimate Patriot.
Yeah, and I do like this idea of interviewing guys who might be a candidate for a coordinator position for you later, and maybe they blow you away. Maybe he just blows George Paton away and he says, I can't let this guy go. Yep. The Broncos have been playing a less aggressive style of defense. If he's anything like Brian Flores, you're getting a much more aggressive style of defense. You know, when you fire guys, you often go in a different direction. Now, they could go the opposite and just keep Ed Donatel around and keep what they have in place. I expect to see the Broncos next season bringing all sorts of zero blitzes and that sort of thing from an aggressive defensive coordinator.
Yep, I completely agree. And Jerod Mayo, in terms of leadership, man, he is the ultimate leader in a very young career.
Yeah, very young career, and that's why his staff would be interesting because does he look to veterans? I mean, like, for example, on the defensive side, does he try to bring Romeo Crennel, back, someone who's connected with the Patriots as a defensive coordinator, and also to kind of help him through stuff? So if Mayo were the head coach, the key would be his staff. Who's he bringing in to support him? Because he would be learning on the job.
You guys just talked me out of him in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. All right, that's Jerod Mayo.